Hello there. Again, we're going to be learning some new guitar licks. Now these are little videos of just, I'm not going to exactly tell you in the description what I'm going to teach you. You're going to be surprised. I cover mostly classics, so you'll probably know these songs. The first one we're going to be doing is Joan Jett and the Blackhearts' I Love Rock and Roll. I mean, it was originally by the Arrows, but I think everyone's more familiar with Joan Jett's version. So, we're going to start. First, you're gonna make an E minor position. You're gonna take your pointer. You're just gonna play an E minor, and if you just take your pointer finger on the second fret on the A string, then you're gonna take your middle finger on the D string, second string. So it's like, we're not gonna strum the whole thing. We're just gonna go strum the first couple strings. So once you get that, do it again. Then you're going to take your ring finger and grab the third fret E string. So it's good. Then you're going to move your E minor over a fret to this. So it would be G string, middle finger, second fret, pointer finger, third fret, D string. So it'll be first you move it over. Then you make this little formation where you take you press down the second fret A string, and then you take that second E minor position that switched over and you switch to the fourth fret. So it'd be like kind of like this. So it's and then you capture that E string third fret thing. So it's and then you just go back to the E minor. Yeah, and then after, like, hear that guitarist go, and that would be a bent fifth string, B string, B string, 15th fret, then 14th fret, G string, hammer, pull off the G on the 12th fret, and then you play 14th fret, D string. It's kind of bluesy. You can do it in different variations you like, but that's personally the way I like to do it. I'm not showing my tactics because I don't want to look like I'm supposed to think I'm a hippie. I like to do rock and roll. So yeah, the first lick is I Love Rock and Roll. It's a pretty easy little lick. The second lick is going to be the classic Chuck Berry formation, but Johnny Be Good, Carol, Little Queenie, Promised Land, Back in the USA. I hear them in a lot of them. So, I'm going to be covering it in B flat. That's what Johnny Be Good is in. You just take your middle finger, 7th fret, and then on the G string, then you take your pointer finger onto the B string, 6th fret, then you take your pinky finger onto the 8th fret B string, so, and then you bar the first two strings with your middle finger, or you can do the first 3 strings. So for Carol, you hear it like, you hear that? And that's like these bent, B and G bent on the 8th fret. That's Carol. But then a Little Queenie, it's like, I got lumps in my throat. You get the idea. So yeah, that's the first part of the lick. And if you want to hear the rest of Johnny Be Good, it's great to have for it and other much better YouTube lessons. So yeah, so you got I Love Rock and Roll, classic Chuck Berry. The next lick we're going to be learning is that classic blues ending lick. So we're going to be covering in the key of, so we'll be doing it in G. So it goes, so it'd be the 3rd fret, high E string, then it would be 3rd fret D string, so you got this like little formation here, and then you just pick those a few times, then descend, take your middle finger to the 2nd fret D string, then to the 1st fret D string, then you strum G. These are like basic licks that every rock and roller should really know. Next one is it's this lick. You hear this a lot inside Rolling Stones tunes, a lot of blues songs. It's very simple and it's also kind of generic. It's kind of a cliche, but you know, you should know your cliches before you start venturing out into the other stuff. So it goes, it would be the 2nd fret G string, and then you slide to the 4th fret G string, so it's, and then you take your middle finger and you grab the D string, which is 3rd fret B, so it's, then you slide down again with your middle finger on the G string, then you play open, then you press the 3rd fret D string. It's also in G. Kind of a country bluesy lick, you hear it a lot. So the next lick I'm going to be teaching you would be so I'm thinking of these on the spot. I know a lot of these kind of simple licks. This would be a common blues ending. So you take the 3rd fret high E string, and you just press it, and then you pull off. Do the same thing with the B string. Then you take the G string, you press the 3rd fret G string, but then you take your middle, your ring finger, and go to the 4th fret. So it's, then you pluck the high E string, then you take 3rd fret G string, go down to G, open, 3rd fret D string, strum E. My guitar might be a little bit out of tune, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Actually ended a gig recently and I forgot the lick. It makes me feel like such a good guitarist. The lick, it's so simple, but okay. So the next one I'm going to teach you is the classic Chuck Berry sliding 9th lick, and that would be the A string. A, which is 10th fret B. This is in the key of C, by the way. And then you take your middle finger on 9th fret G string. So you got that. Then you take your pinky finger on the 8th fret E string. And you pluck that. You slide that down. Now the sliding 9th lick is round and round. So the John was rocking. He also does something kind of similar, I'm sure, in lots of other tunes. But he also does something similar on Memphis, but that's a little more complicated. It's like, it's like, anyway, similar thing is done there, but that's not what I'm teaching you. So yeah, you got the I Love Rock and Roll, simple Chuck Berry lick, that kind of country lick. You got that blues lick. You got what I just showed you, that slide 9th lick. I'm going to teach you a classic Muddy Waters lick. Now, you know D7, I'm assuming you are all familiar with D7. Now play that just a little up, so with the 2nd and 3rd fret you're playing on. So start right there, then you slide up to the 3rd and 4th fret. Then you pluck the G string, the same formation, then the E string, and the B, then G again. So it's a long distance call. Said you love me. Please call me on the phone. But yeah. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed these licks. Thank you for watching.